Welcome, everyone. Today is day number 1 of the 5-day Healthy Mind and Body Detox Challenge. And I'm Jeff Rose. I'm the owner of Natural Zing. I founded it long ago. I had a hobby of reading diet books. And I started different self-care routines for myself and habits. And then I left the corporate world and started Natural Zing. I was a programmer, so I was in tech. I have a tech degree, I have a tech background. I may not be the best one to run a challenge, but we'll see how it goes. Because I am a techie. I'm an analytical person. And so we'll get going now. This is going to run noon every day this week. And I don't have my clicker for the slides, so I'm going to go ahead and change slides. This is going to be live in the Clean Food Tribe Facebook group. Please check your email, your spam folders. Make sure you're receiving our emails because you can get a Zoom link. You will get other things, bonuses provided to you. And we will also have replays in the Facebook group. So we have a disclaimer on there. I am not a doctor and I don't play one on TV either, but I wish I did. So you can read that disclaimer. Now you will also get these slides. Everyone who wants this slideshow will get the slides. Each day we're going to give you the day slideshow. And so you'll have the whole slideshow. And if you want to share it with your friends or stuff like that, you're welcome to do that too. That's why I'm providing everyone with the slideshow. So day 1. So here's the big secret. Our bodies are always detoxing. We're always taking in toxins, and they're always working to detox those toxins. We have a lymphatic system, we have a digestive system, and we are always detoxing. The problem comes when the body gets overloaded. Different acidic food is the #1 cause that can overload the body. And so we need to assist our bodies sometimes to detox themselves when they do get overloaded. And when they're overloaded, things can go downhill. You can get weight gain. The body will use weight to lock up excess acid that it can't neutralize and flush out of the body. It could be low energy. It can be brain fog. It could even be skin problems. There's a lot of different things that you could see. So now how do we get toxic? We're basically exposed to toxins, the air pollution. I mean, even in a clean area, it depends on, like, you're driving around somewhere. You could drive by someone's yard that just sprayed chemicals on their grass. You could be at a party on someone's deck who has treated lumber on their deck and touching that, and it could be seeping into your skin, that stuff they put on the wood of a deck to preserve it from not decaying in the weather. And our food, of course. Toxins can come from food, pesticides, herbicides, different things like that. Medicines can be toxic. So there's lots of ways our bodies can become toxic. And a lot of times, I mean, weight gain is a result of your body locking up toxins. It's locking up the acidity, really. When you start eating an alkaline diet, you'll see people just flush the weight off. And what is alkaline food? It's like salads, vegetables, processed food, fast food, sodas, sugar. That is all acidic food. most of the healthiest foods are alkaline, and they're alkalizing to the body, especially green powders. That's a good way to get a lot of alkaline in the body. Like I take a green powder in water, glass of water, maybe 20 ounces of water. First thing when I wake up, it's just a habit. I do it. I don't even think about it. I just go do it. Spoonful of powder, stir it up. Maybe I'll put some other stuff in there. And I'll be talking about that more on Wednesday. And I do a green smoothie every day too. But yeah, we covered food, air pollution, stress. Stress can cause the body anxiety. It changes your hormones and can cause them, like cortisol, can cause you to have weight gain. The cortisol isn't regulated within the body's hormones. So your daily activities, depending on what you do, might produce toxins in your body. And then some of us are exposed to chemicals in our yards, neighborhoods, decks, cleaning products, paints, new products like new furniture, new things from the store. They're outgassing different volatile chemicals in the air, and we're breathing them. And the body's got to do something with it. So our bodies are always detoxing. That's the good news. But it's good to help it. Sometimes you get overloaded and you want to do a longer cleanse. Now, this 5-day is just about putting in simple habits. We're going to have like 5 simple daily routines that you can practice so that you can assist the body to detox. Now, in the future, we will have a longer detox program. I believe we're going to do one in September. It's going to be 2 weeks. And we'll talk about that more in an upcoming day too. You know, I'm going to tell you exactly what it looks like to do a longer cleanse. So what contributes to detoxification? Sleep. Sleep is number one, getting enough sleep. Your body's recovering. It's taking care of processes to rebuild, to get you set it ready for the next day. Meditation, clearing the mind of stress and anxiety, and just that overwhelm of when you have a lot of negative thoughts running through. There's something you can't forget that happened yesterday or last week or last year, and it replays in your mind for like 2 hours a day or something. Meditation can help us, you know, especially do it in the morning, and it helps you throughout the day. 20 minutes is fine. 10 minutes is good. Relationships, that's something we're not going to cover too much in this 5-day challenge. That's obviously a huge issue. I mean, it's a huge topic, but we're going to cover a little bit of the relationship with yourself. And that's where meditation is kind of like your relationship with yourself. Water, drinking enough water. A lot of people are dehydrated. I have just known so many people that they might have 1 cup of coffee, and that's like the only thing they drink. I've watched them in my office. Some of the office staff, bookkeepers, they might have like a 12-ounce coffee, and I don't see them drinking anything else the entire day. And coffee is dehydrated. You should be drinking like 2 glasses of water for every 1 cup of coffee. And different foods can actually have things build up in different organs of your body. And we won't be going over that too much in this 5-day challenge, but we would talk about it in a longer challenge. Things like the liver, the gallbladder, things like that. Food, alkaline foods, best thing that contribute to removing toxification, because most toxic substances are acidic. Exercise. Exercise It gets oxygen when you start breathing. We're going to talk about breath work a little bit. Getting the oxygen throughout the body, oxygenating your blood, breathing. Exercise does that. Exercise also can make the lymphatic system do its job better. You know, jumpstart your lymphatic system. Rebounding for 5 minutes is just can increase the level of your lymphatic system, you know, 3 to 6 times. Just 5 minutes of jumping on a trampoline or rebound or something like that. So imagine what some small exercises can do. We're going to talk about that a little. And then lastly, we're going to talk about some supplements and maybe some hacks. But that's not like the main focus of this. Now, I do recommend certain supplements like vitamin D, vitamin C. We will talk about that more later in the week, probably Thursday, Friday. That's more for like immunity. But basically, there's certain things everybody should be doing, especially during these times. So here's a little pyramid I made, and the most important is at the bottom there. The biggest thing we want to focus on, sleep. Then we have water. Then we have, you know, relationships, meditation, and spirituality. I put in the same bucket. Your nutrition habits, exercise, and then hacks is at the top. So from most.
There was a little house. Anybody want something that I can offer?
Helen, can you mute the people that are coming on?
Yes, I took care of it. Sorry about that.
Okay, so day one, here we go. That's the intro, and each day I'll give kind of a summary or, you know, where we are in the timeline of the challenge. And so day one is sleep, the most important thing. That was at the bottom of the pyramid. Getting enough sleep. Most people do need 8 hours of sleep. Now, maybe you get 7 hours one night, 7.5, 8 hours. You should get between 7 and 8 hours of sleep. This is most people. I would say probably over 60% of people. There is some different studies on this, and I put a link to an actual sleep chronotype quiz on the bear sleep chronotype. And the bear should sleep from 11 to 7 a.m. But when you read about the bear sleep chronotype, actually most people are the bear. Now, some people do well with like a 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. And, you know, we have daylight savings time. So 10 p.m. to 6, I mean, you can be in different areas. Also, you know what? Sometimes if I wake up at 5 a.m., I just get up. You know, maybe like once, no more than once a week, but maybe once every other week, I might get 6 hours. And the reason I do that, I do want to introduce a little stress into my body now and then. I might get 5 hours. You know, sometimes you want to do something different, break up your routine or habit, and just introduce a little stress into your system because that makes you stronger. So I have a link to that. And let's go to our next slide. Yeah, sleep is important, as I said, because it's just, your body is just taking care of itself at night, especially like exercising. You know, your body's rebuilding mostly at night. I mean, it could rebuild throughout the day, but, you know, digestion takes a lot of energy. When you're sleeping, you're basically in a fasted state. So also your brain is relaxing, your mental faculties are taking a break. And that's just helping you fight disease and increase your immunity, your metabolism. So, you know, having disrupted sleep patterns can play a role in becoming more toxic and holding on to your toxins, holding on to your stress. So day one, I want you to think about, are you getting enough sleep? If you'd like to take that chronotype test, there is a free one there. And it's interesting. People that work during like 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., they have found like they have lots of problems. It's called the graveyard shift, just because they're trying to sleep during the day. Now, what I did, sometimes the moon and the full moon or light outside can shine through your windows. I got a sleep mask that I wear, so I'm like in total darkness. If there's a lot of noise, you might want to get some earplugs too. So I want you to think about a nightly sleep routine, an ideal bedtime for you. And the 2 sleep goals are getting enough sleep and making sure the rest is high quality. The first 4 hours of your sleep, you will get the most high quality sleep. Now they say there's sleep cycles, 4 or 5 sleep cycles a night. They're usually 90 minutes. And the best sleep cycles is like in that 11 to 3 a.m., 10 to 2 if you go to bed at 10. So I have that on there too. I've read that other places, but yeah, I think even Dr. Oz had done a show on that probably years ago. So high quality rest also would mean, trying to limit your caffeine. If you're drinking caffeine at dinner or a cup of coffee after dinner, you might have a hard time going to bed. I know people, if they have caffeine after 12 noon, they can't go to sleep at 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So you have to, honor your body with that. Now, I do like coffee, but I do give it up from time to time. I do go caffeine free at different times. I try to do 6 months, 12 months periodically, just because sometimes the caffeine I can just feel it building my anxiety sometimes. And I also have I can get very hungry like 9 o'clock at night or something, or 8 o'clock at night. And I would have the tendency maybe to, want to eat another meal or more food. So you have to see what is preventing you from sleeping if you're not sleeping. But day one is all about thinking about sleep. So I want you to reflect on this past week, or maybe even like the past 2 weeks. And just think about how consistent your sleep is. And you can even track your sleep. You might have an app or a watch that does that. I know they have some devices that track your sleep. I don't wear my watch when I sleep, but I think this watch can track sleep, but I don't look at it because I know that I sleep. But yeah, if you know you're going to be in a very stressful situation, like maybe you have some different stresses at work that are coming up, and you'll be surprised, get a good night's sleep, then go in to show up for those additional stresses, or maybe some challenging coworkers. But you'll see, relationships improve, your meditation might improve. You might be more excited about exercise. You might be able to exercise at a higher level. Your nutrition can be better. You'll just be excited about eating healthier food, having a salad for lunch and dinner maybe. And then tomorrow and today, I'm going to give you a bonus. It's think about your water too. Think about drinking 6 to 8 glasses of water. Or starting tomorrow with a green smoothie or a green drink, which can be as simple as just taking a glass of water and stirring in some green powder. And we'll be talking about that more in the days to come. So I'm going to drink a little water right now. And so I'm going to give you a little day one summary. We talked about sleep today. And we looked at the self-care pyramid that I call it. We have sleep at the bottom, the most important. The next important, water. Obviously, you need to get stuff moving through your body. If you're not drinking enough water, you're just holding on to everything. Next up, relationships and spirituality. Then we have nutrition, exercise. Nutrition, what you eat is way more, is 80% of your equation with health. Exercise is about 20%. Should you do it? Absolutely. It has different benefits. Nutrition has a lot of benefits. That extra 20% is huge. And then hacks, where we would put supplements and extras, like a contrast shower actually is a method of detoxifying. But you might not like taking a cold shower or jumping in, a bath of ice water for 3 minutes or something. But we'll talk about those towards probably day 5. And you will get these slides. And so if you want to post your homework in the Facebook group, that would be awesome. I'll take a look at those. If you have questions, we'll jump on there and answer some questions. If you have questions now, you can post them in the chat or in the comments of the Facebook group. Helen, do you see any comments in the Facebook group?
No, everybody's quiet right now. They're contemplating what you were talking about and thinking about.
Is there anything in the chat?
No, there's nothing in the chat in Zoom, and I don't see anything in the comments on in the Facebook group. So, but feel free. We are going to check back to the Facebook group, and we'll answer your questions. If you are on Zoom and you are not on Facebook and you're not, active on Facebook, you can always send us your questions at info@naturalzing.com. Or wait till tomorrow and bring your questions tomorrow and have them answered live. All right, Jeff, anything else?
Yeah, that sounds great. And when are you going to send out these slides? I'm just going back through the slides, seeing if I had anything to add.
Yes.
But are you going to be sending the slides out?
Yes, I'll be sending the slides out this evening along with the Zoom video for anyone who is not on Facebook, but anyone who is on Facebook, you can watch the recording as many times as you like on there. So, but yes, you will be getting an email this evening. Anybody who signed up in the challenge, you'll get the video as well as the slides. I will also post the slides in the Facebook group as well.
Oh, I did want to add one thing. This can be a kind of bonus too. Sugar in the body releases dopamine. That's like a reward system for your body. It's kind of the same reason that, drug addicts take more of a blood sugar peaks, and that can actually prevent you from sleeping as good as you could. So we'll end with that, is that definitely watch eating sugary things in the evening, especially more towards bedtime. And if you have questions on that, we can talk about it more in the comments. So thank you very much. Thank you for coming to day 1 of the 5-day Healthy Body and Mind Challenge. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.